Advisory Committee members and members of the public. I wanted to do a quick update from the election administrator. I wanted to talk about the September election, upcoming November election, discuss redistricting, and then discuss upcoming projects for 2024. For the September election, we had a very successful municipal primary election. We were able to successfully canvass that election, and once completing that, we issued certificates of nomination for the groups moving forward. We did have a one ballot discrepancy. I believe that was 5/1000% error rate in the election. So we went through and informed our canvass board about that, but ran a very successful September election. We are in the middle of our upcoming November, excuse me, we are in the middle of our upcoming November election. We'll be preparing ballots to go out in the mail. For the November election, it will be an entirely mail ballot election, and ballots will mail on the 18th of October. We will have ballot drop-off locations for this election, one located in each ward, as well as one at DeSmit School for the DeSmit School bond. On this upcoming election, we'll be voting on mayor, city council representative, as well as the DeSmit School bond if you're in that district. There was a fire services levy. However, the city did request to remove that from the ballot, so it won't be on the ballot this upcoming November. As we proceed forward, the results will be posted online. We're working to accommodate new laws passed by the Secretary of State, so we'll need to make sure that everybody has completed voting, and then we'll be posting those out. The new law requirements do require that we post them to the Secretary of State's website before publishing them out or providing them to members of the media. However, since the Secretary of State's website doesn't function for this election, we should be on track to produce results both online and in person very shortly after 8 p.m. Our canvass for this election will be a public canvass taking place on the 20th of November at 1 p.m. and it'll be in the Sophie Moise room. We did invite all of the members of the city and the elections to participate in that if they were interested. So that'll be coming up on the 20th at 1 p.m. That's our quick update about the September election and upcoming November election. The other item that I wanted to talk about was redistricting, which we invited many of you to in the spring, and this project has been ongoing since the beginning of the year. For redistricting, we updated our precinct boundaries based off of the update to House District and Senate District boundaries passed by the District and Apportionment Commission. And we've gone through and we have proposed a new plan that has 65 precincts across Missoula County. So this is up from 52 precincts to 65 precincts. Now, in association with that, many voters are more interested in where they go to vote than what precinct they're in. The precinct may establish ballot styles or be used for rotation, also be used by central committees, but voters really want to know about polling locations. And in Missoula County, we like to name our polling locations based off of the House district that it's in and where they go to vote. A good example is Bonner 92. If you are in precinct Bonner 92, you vote at the Bonner Elementary School and you're in House District 92. Since we name our precincts based off of where they vote, it also made sense for us to look at polling locations. And we worked carefully to establish an updated plan for polling locations. We're looking at 17 polling locations for the 2024 election. This is down from 27. We had the most polling locations out of any county in the state of Montana, and we will continue to have the most polling locations out of any county in Montana. So with 17 polling locations, consolidating down 10 of those locations to nearby areas, none of those relocations were within a distance of over 3 miles of another. And so we have held public meetings, open public comment, and right now we are going through a commissioner's public comment period. You can access this through MissoulaCountyVoice.com to see that information and provide comments if you would like. And after the election is completed, we will ask the commission to adopt a resolution to adopt those boundaries and send out confirmation cards to voters. That redistricting process will also include a specific mailing to voters who are polling place voters who may have had an updated polling location, giving them a map and information on how they could sign up for an absentee ballot if they would like to. And then we'll also sign any relocated polling locations on election day, should a voter miss all of the other forms of communication. Talking about the past election, upcoming election, redistricting project, I also wanted to talk about our big projects for 2024. The beginning of 2024, the end of 2023, our biggest project is recruiting and training new election judges. We run training throughout February and March of the year so that we can prepare for the upcoming school election and then overlapping primary election. And so we will be recruiting and training election judges. As we establish this plan, we know that we'll need over 500 election workers, and we have a great pool of returning workers, but we're always trying to expand our reach and help incorporate more people. We've had a program called Give a Day for Democracy that we've worked with the EAC on in the past to help encourage community members, corporations, public entities to encourage their workers to support elections by giving them the time to train and serve as an election judge. And that can be a variety of different ways, from giving us an opportunity to speak at a meeting to helping provide time for them to come from work to train and also for service on election day. And then the gold standard of that being corporations or businesses that have built in volunteerism agreements. A good example is Missoula Federal Credit Union, where they may pay their staff to volunteer on election day the wage that they make at that location, and then have them serve free of charge for the elections office. There's a variety of different areas, but as we approach the end of this year and beginning of next year, we'd love to help incorporate you however possible on a Give a Day for Democracy campaign. That's my quick EA update for this meeting. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me ahead of the meeting next week. I will be out of town that weekend, but I'll be coming back in and doing a little bit of work on Monday. And if you have anything else you need, reach out to me via email. Otherwise, I will see you either online or in person at the Election Center next Tuesday. Thanks so much, and I look forward to meeting with you all.